Hey polish fans, welcome to another video here at Wild Moon Lacquer, and in today's video we are doing a collab video. So this is our spring nail polish rack collab video. I will link all of the other participants down below, so make sure to check out their channels and their videos. And we have a lot of spring colors that I've pulled here. I feel like I was initially very green heavy somehow, but I did find some blues and purples and even quite a few pinks. So let's dig in because I already know this is going to be quite a long video. So the first one is this beautiful pinky purple from A. England. This one is called The Soul Attains, and this is a gorgeous holographic polish. This fits sort of firmly in between a pink and a purple to my eyes. It is a beautiful sort of soft pinky purple, but very strong hollow. Do you see that glow, that hollow rainbow? It is gorgeous. Their holographic formulation is gorgeous. Every single bottle that I've got that's in this formula is spectacular. So this one I had to pull out and put in my rack. Just look at that, it's glowing away. I had to pull this out and put this in my spring rack because I think that this will look absolutely beautiful in the spring. So that was from A. England, and that was The Soul Attains. Next, I'm pulling out an oldie but a goodie. It's actually a new to me polish. I have yet to ever wear this, but I got this in a D-stash, and this is Essie's Bikini So Teeny. This is exactly the kind of colors that I feel like I'm being drawn to for this spring. Pastel, but a bit on the vibrant side, a little bit bright, but still falling into that pastel family. And this is a gorgeous soft blue, and if you look very closely you can see a little bit of that shimmer glimmering away in there. I do believe on the nail, as you can see here in this swatch ring, it is a bit subtle. I don't think that's anything that's going to pop off the nail necessarily, but this is such a beautiful and vibrant little pastel that I'm really excited to try this one out. So that was Essie's Bikini So Teeny. And then we've got some brand new Sinful Colors. This was their Essentials line of scented nail polishes that came out for spring 2021. I will have a video of these being swatched coming up here very soon, but this is their light pink, and this one is called Bath Goals. So yes, I have some pinks in this spring collection. If you are new to my channel, pinks are one of those colors that I have been saying for a long time that isn't necessarily my favorites, but I'm almost having to retract that statement because I am becoming rather fond of some pinks and they are growing on me. So this one is scented like milky bath, so it does have a bit of a bubble bath scent to it, but look at this beautiful sheen to it. So it's a soft pink, almost a neutral leaning pink, and then you've got a beautiful soft green glow. Very nice color, and I really like how this one swatched. It was opaque on my nail ring in 2 coats. It is possible that if you have a more prominent nail line that you might need that 3rd coat, or if you wanted to really make this shimmer pop, a 3rd coat might do the trick as well. But I'm really excited to try this one out this spring. I think it'll look absolutely beautiful. So that was Sinful Colors, Bath Goals. And then one that you may have recalled seeing in one of my recent Goodwill hauls is this one from Icing. This one is called Mintage, and this color is just screaming spring to me. This season I pulled a lot in this color family, as you can no doubt tell. It is a gorgeous minty shade, definitely pastel, and what I really like about this one, if you can see it in the light, is that beautiful shimmer popping up. Really cannot wait to see how this one looks on the nail because I haven't swatched this one yet. It is such a beautiful color. I'm really looking forward to wearing this, and yeah, it just screams spring to me. So this one was from Icing, and that was Mintage. Up next is another one from Sinful Colors, their new Essentials line. This one is the scent Lavender, and it is called Low Key Lavender. Just look at this. It is beautiful. If you're new to my channel, purples are one of my favorite color families to wear. I really love every single shade of them. I love the dusty tones, I love the royal purples, and the blurples especially, and this one is so beautiful. It is a lovely lavender, and then look at that glow. It has this bright fuchsia glow, so it's a nice contrast to the base color. and it is scented in lavender, so if you were looking for something that's going to have a calming scent to it, that could definitely do the trick. And I thought this one swatched absolutely beautifully in just 2 coats. So that one was from Sinful Colors, and that was Low Key Lavender. Up next, we're going for some flakies. This one is from Fancy Gloss, and it is called Shimmering Skies. This came out in a collection, I believe, last year of a bunch of flakies in this sort of jelly base. I got a couple of them, and I really like how they turned out. They are absolutely gorgeous. Look at those flakies. Whew! So pretty. This is a lovely soft sky blue, and then of course, as you can see, it's full of these amazing contrasting flakies that glow in this vibrant fiery range of pinks and oranges and yellows, and then you can see greens and yellows as well. It's really beautiful. These are going to be a bit on the sheerer side, but I think that that is absolutely perfect for spring. It's going to give a very soft, delicate, and ethereal look on the nail, so I think this is going to be another one that I'm going to really enjoy this spring. So this is Fancy Glosses, Shimmering Skies. Up next, we've got one from Sally Hansen. This one is called Femme Feather, and this is a very whited out pastel sort of peachy pink. And again, I love shades like this for spring. In fact, I wish I had more of them. However, my collection is rather low on these sort of whited out pastels, even light pastels in general in the bright range. So I was rather happy to be able to pull the colors that I did pull, as you'll see down here. But this was one of those colors that I was definitely excited to pull out because it is exactly what I was looking for this spring season. And I think that this will look really, really nice. It is definitely more on the neutral side of things as far as these other pastel colors, but I really like how this one looks, so I'm excited to try that one out. And again, that one was from Sally Hansen's, whoops, and that was Femme Feather. Up next, we've got this fun crelly. This is from Glam Paint, and this one is called Turquoise and Company, and look how fun this is. This is another one of those beautiful minty greens, and this is a very pastel version of it. When you compare it to mintage, you can see that it's a bit softer, a bit more white in the base, and of course what makes it stand out is all of those fun glitters in there. Look how fun. We've got some holographic glitters, we've got some white glitters, we've got turquoise, and then some smaller purple glitters. I think this one is going to look really fun. Oh, and some even smaller teal glitters in there, twinkling away. This is going to look so fun for spring. I really love this color. Again, it just screams spring to me, so I'm really excited to try out these crellies and this color family in general. So I'm really excited to give this one a try because I haven't gotten a chance to wear most of these crellies that I got last year. So this one again was from Glam Paint, and this was Turquoise and Company. Next, we've got a bright yellow. This is from a Bee's Knees Lacquer, and it is called A Dreamer Born into the Court of Nightmares. And if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that yellows are not exactly my favorite, but again, they're sort of one of those color families that is sort of growing on me. I'm trying to dip my toe into it, but the swatches of this one were absolutely gorgeous. This is one of their sort of pastel multichromes that's very, very fiery. Look at the colors in there. This is going to have a very soft look on the nail, and all of that gorgeous shifting shimmer really, really pops. So I thought that this would make a really beautiful accent nail, or maybe even a topper over a soft white shade, so that most of what you're going to see is a pale wash of yellow with all of that vibrant rainbow shift in there. Oh, wow. That's amazing. So really excited to try this one. Again, that was Bee's Knees Lacquer, A Dreamer Born into the Court of Nightmares. Next, we've got this beautiful purple from OPI. This one is called Pandemonium Pink, and this is a very soft pastel pink leaning purple. Very beautiful. It is a lovely cream polish, and again, this is the sort of color that I wish I had more of in my collection, because this spring I'm definitely sort of rediscovering spring colors in the pastels. If you are new to my channel, last year was actually the first year that I started wearing nail polish seasonally, and I've really been enjoying it. So my collection was still sort of lacking a lot of these white leaning pastel colors, so I'll have to fix that here shortly. But this is a beautiful one. So it is from OPI, and it is Pandemonium Pink. Next, we've got sort of a brighter color. This one is from Orly, and it's another pink. Surprise! This one is called Preamp. This is so beautiful, you guys. This is a lovely orchid pink, and look at the shimmer in it. Isn't that beautiful? That is lovely. We've got a bunch of pink to gold to yellow shimmer in there. And as you can see on the nail ring there, it does show up on the nail. And this color, because it is sort of a purple leaning pink, is definitely up my alley. I really like shades like this, and I cannot wait to wear this in the spring. Again, I think this is going to be a beautiful one for spring because of this lovely delicate floral shade. So I can't wait to try this one out because it is such a beautiful, beautiful color. So that was again from Orly, and that was Preamp. Next, we've got another one. I think this is the third polish that I'm bringing to my spring nail polish rack from the new Essentials line from Sinful Colors. This one is called So Matcha Better, and this is the one that I had to track down. This was a Walmart exclusive from this collection, and I couldn't find it at my first Walmart, so I had to go down to Port Orchard to find it, but I'm glad I tracked it down because this swatched beautifully. This is a lovely sort of soft white leaning green that's a little bit dusty, and you know I love dusty shades, and it is such a unique shade of green. Now this one is supposed to be scented like matcha. Now when I swatched the collection, I did make the mistake of swatching them all next to each other like this, so I really couldn't pinpoint the scents necessarily. However, it was a beautiful color. Well, here, I might as well show you the swatch. It is a beautiful shade of green. A little bit on the muted side for spring, but again, I thought it was very nice. It's that just right mix between a pastel and a muted shade that I think it'll look beautiful for spring. And it's also a very nice green to play around for nail art for the spring. So you can have your little bouquets of flowers with stems and leaves. I think this will be a beautiful color to do that in. So again, that one was from Sinful Colors, and that was So Matcha Better. Next is one from Cuticula. This is a beautiful purple. This is called Look What You Made Me Do, and this was from Polish Pickup in November 2020. Look at this beauty. I really can't wait to wear this one. This is, of course, another one in my favorite color family of purples. And look how loaded this is with all of those flakies, and you've got metallic flakies in there as well. Really, really beautiful, and the shade of purple is absolutely gorgeous. The swatches of this on Polish Pickup definitely made this a must-have for that month, so I'm really glad to have it in my collection, and again, cannot wait to try this for spring. So this is again from Cuticula, and this was Look What You Made Me Do. Next, we've got another pink. This one is from Revlon, and this one is called Mystical Pink. This one, I honestly don't even remember where I got it. I've had it for that long, but this is a very interesting shade of pink. Look at that. It's a little bit dusty, but then you've got that bright pink glow to it, so it really does look ethereal and bright on the nail. I really like this one. I have worn this before, probably about 4 years ago, and I really liked how it came across on the nail. Very soft, a little bit on the semi-matte side of things, so it doesn't dry to a complete glossy finish, but I really like that about it. However, you can wear a top coat over this, as I would suggest with everything. Unless my nail polish is matte, I almost always wear a top coat just for longevity's sake. But this is a lovely, lovely shade of pink. And again, look at that glow. So that again was from Revlon, and that was Mystical Pink. Next, we've got another minty green. This one is from Essie, and this one is called Fashion Playground. This is another gorgeous sort of mint green, and this is one that also has a beautiful little subtle shimmer to it. I think you can sort of see that. It is a bit on the subtle side, but it's really beautiful. And again, this sort of color is just screaming spring to me. This was the first color family that I went through, and every single green I was pulling was in this mint family. So another beautiful minty shade for my spring nail polish rack, and that was again from Essie, and that was Fashion Playground. Next, we've got one from OPI. This one was one of my lemmings for a long time. This one is Sugar Plum Yum, and if you missed it, I got this at Goodwill in one of their nail polish bags. I'll post the link of that video up here, but this one, I was so floored that I found it there. I had been looking for this for a very long time, but every time I found it online, it was very, very pricey. So I was totally stoked to find it at Goodwill. I think I paid $5.99 for the bag of nail polishes that it was in, but in case you're not familiar with this, this is a soft, delicate blue. It's got a beautiful pink to gold shimmer in it. It's gorgeous. Cannot wait to wear this one. I will definitely be keeping this for special occasions after the spring, but I had to get it on my nails at least once before I start savoring it. And just look at that. Still so excited about this. So this was OPI's Sugar Plum Yum. Next we've got another fun crelly. This is from Lovely Lacquer. This is called Put the Cupcake Down. I love that name. This one is another in the sort of pinkish purple family, and it has a load of glitter. Look at all of that. You've got this light blue, some white, and some purple, and you've got them in a couple of different sizes. So you're going to have the larger size that you're going to see more predominantly, but then you can also see you've got some smaller particles scattered throughout as well. So I think this is going to be another really fun one for spring. Look at that gorgeous polish. So that was Lovely Lacquer, Put the Cupcake Down. Next we've got an orange. I think this is the only orange that I was able to pull for this spring rack. Most of the oranges that I've been collecting in the past definitely leaned more towards the fall, possibly the summer, but definitely fall leaning. But this one from Zoya fit the bill. This one is called Tessa, and this is a creamy peach polish, and as you can see, it's got some beautiful glowing shimmer to it in almost sort of a glass fleck size, so it is a bit bigger than a small particle shimmer. This one shifts between sort of a pink and a gold as well. And the base of this I feel is going to definitely be opaque enough to only need 2 coats. You can sort of tell the formulation just by moving the bottle around. So I'm really excited to see how this one looks. But this is another gorgeous one for spring from Zoya, and this was called Tessa. Up next we've got polish number 4 from the Essentials collection from Sinful Colors. You can tell I really liked the collection. I pulled my favorites, and this one is called Eucalypta. Now this is a eucalyptus scented nail polish, and it is another beautiful minty green. This is a cream polish, and it is beautiful in just 2 coats. It is a bit softer than it's appearing on camera. On camera, I feel it's appearing a bit more on the vibrant side of things, but let's just compare it to Orly, which is a lot brighter, and you can tell that it has a little bit of a dustiness to it, and even in person, it is much more white leaning than it's showing up on camera. And just for comparisons, this was Orly's Happy Camper. But this one I feel is going to look absolutely beautiful. It is going to be a bit on the dusty side. Since I do have it swatched, we'll go ahead and show that. But it's a beautiful shade on the nail. That white hue to it definitely isn't as predominant, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. And another one that I'm really excited to try this spring. So that was from Sinful Colors, and that was Eucalypta. Next, we've got one from Polish Me Silly. This is, I think, the darkest shade that I've pulled for the entire spring collection. This one is called Unicorn Glow, and basically the reason why I think this can fit rather nicely into the spring line is A, it's not as dark as it's coming across on camera, and B, it's a shimmer polish. So you're going to see all of those rainbow colors coming through on the nail in just about every single color of the rainbow. You can see everything from pink to peach to green to blue. Look at that glow on the edge of the bottle. So we'll see how I end up playing around with this in my spring manicures. It's possible that I could do this as a topper over a lighter shade if I discover that this is a bit too dark on the nail. But I thought this would be a really fun one to play around with, and just look at that glow. Oh man. The entire collection of this was absolutely amazing. So this one was from Polish Me Silly, and this was Unicorn Glow. Getting down to the last row. Thanks for sticking with me, you guys. This one is from Essie, and this one is called Just Stitched. This one is a lovely soft pink. Just to sort of compare this to the Sinful Colors one that I pulled, you can tell that they're actually very close. In fact, the bases are very, very similar. I think the one from Sinful Colors is just a pinch more on the tan side. The one from Essie is a bit more on the true soft pink side, and then the shimmers in them are a little different as well. You've got a green glow in the Sinful Colors, and then a gorgeous blue glow in the Essie. Now I'm hoping I can get this one to work for me, because the first time that I tried this I was horrified. Let me know if you've had a good experience with it, because I found the formulation absolutely terrible. So it even made it into one of my videos for, oh goodness, it was a tag video or something where I talked about terrible formulas or biggest disappointment or something along those lines. But I'm really hoping I can get this one to work. I think it was because this is a matte formula. This was about 4 years ago when I tried to wear it. So I'm hoping that in the last 4 years I've gotten a bit better at working with some finicky formulas. So we'll give it another try and work in nice thin coats and see if I can't get this to come around on my nails and work out nicely, because look at that glow. This is such a unique polish. I really like how soft this looks. It's got a matte finish to it and it is so beautiful. So here's hoping I can get this one to work out for me. This one again was Essie, just stitched. Next we've got one from Night Owl Lacquer. This one is called Flying Free, and this is a beautiful sort of soft blue green, and it is again loaded with flakies. Look at that. Loaded with flakies, shimmer, and hollow. So this is a kitchen sink, and I absolutely love these kind of polishes. This is definitely sort of on the soft side with a bit of a vibrancy that I really like for the season, so I'm excited to see this one in a full manicure. This is so beautiful. You see that glow? All of those flakies are going to shift between purple and green and blue. Then you've got the hollow that's going to scatter some rainbow colors throughout the polish, and then that shifting glow. That shifts from a beautiful green to red. I don't think it's marked. I don't think it's marked as unicorn pea, but it could be a UP sibling pigment. But it's so beautiful. So cannot wait to wear this one. This one was from Night Owl Lacquer, Flying Free. Next we've got an unusual polish from China Glaze. This is new to my collection and it's called All Aflutter, and this is bar glitter, so this is going to be a topper or possibly an accent nail, but this is positively loaded with these light peach and light blue bar glitters. Look how fun that is. The swatches of this that I saw definitely were unusual, but what I liked about this particular one is I think this is the one that the model was wearing in the advertisements for this collection, and from afar I really like how the color came across on the nail, so I'm excited to try this one out. In fact, it could go nicely with something like what I'm wearing right now, which is OPI's Show Us Your Tips. So we'll see how I decide to wear this. It could be a topper, could be an accent nail, could be a variety of things, but I'm excited to play around with it. So that was from China Glaze, All Aflutter. Then we've got another gorgeous purple. This one is from Sweet and Sour Lacquer, and this is called Up and Coming. This is another polish pickup from November 2020. Isn't this beautiful? This is another one of those purple shades, so you know I love it, and I think this is perfect for spring because, again, this is sort of one of those kitchen sink formulas that's got some flakies, it's got some hollow. So beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that. This is beautiful. This is one of those polishes that stunned me from the very beginning when I saw swatches of it on Polish Pickup, so I'm really excited to have it in my collection, and I think this will be another really fun one to stand out amongst the creams in the spring rack that I've got. So that was from Sweet and Sour, Up and Coming. Then we've got one of the brighter shades. This is from Orly. This is called Happy Camper, and this is a beautiful bright mint shade, and just to sort of compare it to the other minty tones that we've got, they are going to look so similar on camera, I feel, but you can see some differences here. This one is brighter. The one from Sinful Colors is a bit more on the soft muted side. Then the one from Icing is a little bit on the darker side with that shimmer. And then the one from Essie is a little bit lighter yet muted. And then of course it's got that shimmer in it as well. But as you can tell, I definitely pulled a lot of similar shades for this nail polish rack. But this one is a beautiful minty shade. This is another one that I did do a swatch of the collection for, so I'll post a video a link up in the cards if you want to watch that. But this is a beautiful color, and it was opaque, I believe, in 2 coats. And another shade that I think is going to be really fun and bright for the spring season. So that was again from Orly, and that was Happy Camper. Next we've got another matte shade. This is from Sinful Colors, and this is called Glazy Sunday. And this is a very interesting sort of soft white leaning pink with just a pinch of purple in it. If you were to compare it to, say, a soft pink, you can tell that there's just that little hint of purple in it. And when you compare it to a purple, it's definitely pink leaning. So it's an interesting shade. And what I like about it is it's got that matte finish to it. So something that I think will be interesting to pair with maybe some shimmers or some other nail polishes in a fun spring mani. Maybe do an accent flower or something on a nail in this finish underneath it. It could be fun. Or, you know, it would look really nice is some of the painterly manicures that I've done where I take other colors and do little stripes of it in sort of an artist brush stroke over the top of it. So we'll see how I play around with that, but that was from Sinful Colors, and that was a Glazy Sunday. Then we've got one from KB Shimmer. This is called Ins and Sprouts, and this is a really pretty spring green in a holographic formula. This to me is another perfect spring green. It's definitely not in that minty family, but this reminds me of spring. And look at that holographic rainbow to it. This is so glowy, really beautiful, and another color that I think will look really nice paired with maybe some other colors, maybe a cream or even a gradient. That could be interesting to try. I'll have to keep that in mind. So that was from a KB Shimmer, and that was Ins and Sprouts. Next we've got this beautiful shade from Essie. This one is called Playdate, and this is a beautiful vibrant pastel purple. This is a beautiful shade. I can't wait to try this one out. So I love all shades of purple, but for some reason this color family where the purple has a lot of white in the base was again sort of missing from my collection. So over the last year I have been sort of pulling from different destashes and shops to help build up that aspect of my collection, and this was one of them. And I'm really excited to give this one a try because I think I will really like this one. So this again was from Essie, and that was called Playdate. Next we've got another really fun crelly. This is from Pretty and Polished, and this one is called Blue Jean Baby, and look how springy this is. This is again in this sort of minty green shade. You can tell I had to type this spring, but look at all of the beautiful glitter in here. This has a load of these sort of copper glitters. You've got turquoise diamond glitters, a little bit of light, very small micro turquoise glitters, some pink matte glitters, and I think that's it. I could be mistaken, but there are so many beautiful colors in here. Look at how gorgeous that is. This one will make a beautiful accent nail with pulling in maybe some pinks like this one from Orly, or maybe even a softer shade like this one from OPI. Oh yeah, that looks beautiful together. You could even pair it with a darker shade like this teal that the glitter is in, although I don't think I pulled any color like that into my nail polish rack, but I can see this working so many different ways in a manicure, so I'm excited to play around with this, and this is just so beautiful. I think this one might have to be my next manicure because it's really appealing to me right now. So this one was from Pretty and Polished, and this one was called Blue Jean Baby. And last but not least, thank you so much for sticking around with me, guys. This last one was from Pure Ice, and this one is called I'm a Unicorn. I had to add this almost just for the name because I love that. This is such a gorgeous soft pink. So like I said, I have been sort of surprising myself by pulling pink polishes into my nail polish racks, especially for spring, because pinks in this shade especially are just very springtime to me. And look at that beautiful golden glow. I think this one is going to look really soft and delicate on the nail and be so gorgeous. So I can't wait to try this one. I am really bummed that Pure Ice no longer makes polish because they had some really fun nail polishes. So this one again was I'm a Unicorn. So there you have it. That was my spring nail polish rack for 2021. Let me know down below which polishes were your favorites, or if you have any of these that you're excited to wear for the spring. And make sure to check out the list down below of all of the other participants that are posting this collab video as well. Thanks again so much for watching and for sticking around to the end. Make sure to like and subscribe for more nail polish videos here on my channel, and I'll see you in that next video.